let's say we wanted to try a different design for our blog schema. For example, rather than have everything in the post collection embedded with an array for the tags and an array for the comments, we could have a separate collection for posts, comments, and tags. And if we did that, add an S here, if we did that, what would it look like? Well, we'd have our post collection, again, and a post would be, the underscore ID would probably be the post ID, and there'd be the title of the post and the body and the author and the date. But then for the comments, we'd have multiple documents in the comments collection, and they'd probably be tied together in a similar way that we would for in the relational world, which is that we would have right here this post ID would be the same as this ID right here. And then we'd have the author for the comment here and the author email there. We'd now need an order attribute because remember these comments are ordered on the blog post, and whereas we got that for free when we embedded them because there was an array and arrays are ordered, now we'd have to have the order because if there were 5 comments, one of them would have an ordinal value of 0, one would have an ordinal value of 1, 2, 3, etc. And then finally, for the tags, we'd have to have multiple tag entries. So to add 3 tags, to file this post into 3 tags, we'd have to have 3 different documents in this tags collection. Now, the problem is that we don't have any sort of joins inside MongoDB. So if you want to display one post, you're going to have to manually collect this in code. You're going to have to go through and read the post ID and then use it to read the comments collection, and then you're going to have to use it to read the tags collection. It's pretty tedious in code, and there's no locality of data because these are in separate files on disk. This is in one file probably. This is in another file. This is another file. So disk is going to seek in the post collection. You're going to find the post. You're going to read the whole thing into memory. Same thing for the comments collection. It's a separate disk seek to find the comments and then read that into memory. And the same thing with these tags. So it doesn't work particularly well. And one good rule of thumb with MongoDB schema design is that if you see yourself doing it in exactly the same way you would do it in a relational design, you're probably not taking the best approach. So always try to embed data where you can, pre-join it where you can. Now there are some limitations to that we're going to get to. In particular, these documents can only be 16 megabytes in size. So in certain situations, it won't work to embed the data, and you'll have to keep it in separate collections. But there are some ways around that I'll talk about in some future segments. But anyway, this is an alternative design for the blog, and I think it's one that doesn't work particularly well, although it might seem the most natural coming from the relational world.